E.2 Add New Problem. In this part, we will add new problems into the database. So we already have the table for the problem. So now we only need to insert a new problem into that table. All right, First, add a database query for new problem. So let us work on our problem DAO.java. The first thing we need to add into this class, this prepare statement, add prob as our query object. Then we need to define this query in the constructor. In the constructor, we put a insert statement, insert into problem. Then the content of the problem, the data part, question mark. At the runtime, we will put the data in this question mark, then do the query. But here, you may have a question because in our problem table, we have that PID, primary key, and we also have that order number field, right? But you can see in this insert statement, we do not mention those two fields. The reason is pretty simple. First, the PID, this field, we set it as auto increment. Auto increment. Right? By default, the PID number every time automatically increases by 1, just the 1. Auto way, so we do not need to specify it. Right? Auto increment by 1. So that is a frequently used feature for the primary key. This order number field, this one we set the default value 0. So we do not need to insert any value for it. We just take the default value. Later, if we want to change its value, then we do another query to change it. Here for this project, later we will change it. We need to fix this problem order number field later. But for this one, first, let us just work on the main part. Insert the new problem. All right, After we define this query statement, next, we write a method to do the query. So it's pretty simple. In this add problem, the parameter, just one string, pass to it the content of the problem. Then we just set the first question mark by that string content. After that, then we run that execute update method for this object. Then we get a new question inserted into the table. That's simple. All right, so that's the step 1. Step 2, now we need to process data to add a new problem in the servlet. In a servlet, actually, we will create a new servlet for it. All right, so create a new servlet called add problem servlet.java. Then when we create it, we like to set its URL pattern /add_prob. So later in our JSP, we call the servlet then to add a new problem. Then in the servlet, then we add a do post method. In the do post method, first we get the DL object first, then so request dispatcher, so then we retrieve the content data. The parameter name is prob. Later in the list.jsp, we will set this parameter name as the prob name. So now we should get the content of the problem. Then after we construct that DL object, we call add problem method to get a new problem inserted into the table. But after that, when we return to the list.jsp, we want to refresh the data. And here we need to do the, the retrieving current data, those lines. Those lines basically the same as those in the list math servlet. We just copy from there. In my instruction file, I have the complete code, but here I just skip that part to save some space. Then after that, so we complete this do post, then we return to our original page so we can see the result. We can see the current data. All right. So then the last step, GUI component in the JSP, we need to add that text area to allow user to enter a new question, new problem. So that is, we add one row. So in our page, we add one row. In this row, we add a form, HTML form. The action of the form, add a prob, that is the URL pattern of our servlet, URL pattern. But here I want to emphasize no that slash symbol. Because sometimes we may accidentally put the slash symbol there. If you put there, then what would happen? You will see HTTP : domain name, localhost. Then you skip the web application name, so you get add prob directly. Why? The reason is the slash at client side start with, at the client side start with the domain. The domain. So that's why the web application is gone. All right. But the slash at the server side starts with your web app. So the behavior is different. The behavior, the two sides behavior, different. A little tricky, so you need some experience to get that. Here, we are at the client side. So this is, this page is at the client side. All right, so we use this first rule. Starts with the domain name. All right, so after that, so then text area, the name, parameter name. Look at here, the parameter name. So later when we retrieve parameter by its name, this is the name, so we get the data. Then the submit button, we click, we submit. All right, so that's the, for this feature, we need to add these pieces of code. All right, so let us go to our project and we do the update for these 3 places. But for you, you need to download the project. Project to E2 instruct.txt. Yeah, you can get the detailed instructions. Yeah. All right, so let us work on it. Yeah. We want to see the result. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Now, the first thing, so this is the instruction file. All right. Prob DAO, this one first. Let us add this query statement object. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So here, sample project to sample 2, DAO problem, DAO. Yeah. Right here, let us add another statement object. After that, we also need to add the definition of the query statement. Yeah. So that is this part. All right. Okay. All right. So after that, we need to add a query method. Add problem query method. Yeah. So we have this definition of the query method. Yeah. All right. Okay. Good. Yeah. And we can format it a little bit. Yeah. Source format. All right, yeah. And another thing I like to change a little bit. So that is descending order. Yeah, because after we add a new question, new problem, we want to see on top, it appears on top of the table. Yeah. So for that purpose, we better add order by this descending order, right? Yeah, DESC, descending order. Yes. So that's something, yeah, we need to modify a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so this class is done. Yeah. The next thing, we need to add a new servlet in this web package. New servlet here. Yeah. The name we call it add problem servlet. All right. Yeah. Add problem servlet. Yeah. This one. Okay. Next, we like to change the URL mapping. Yeah. To this lowercase add problem. All right. Okay. Yeah. Next, yeah, we may like to deselect do get. Yeah, we don't need do get method, but we keep that do post method. Yeah. All right. So then we finish it. All right. So here, this do get method, we have the code for it. So let us copy the code for the do post method. Yeah. Because when we add data, it is better to use the post method version. Yeah. All right. So here, let us put them in the do post method. Yeah. And problem DAO. So let us fix this. Yeah. Import request dispatcher. Yeah, this package. Find it from the right package. Yeah. Then, well, yeah, list. You know, util, right? That is the problem. Yeah, the problem. Yeah. Yeah, problem from here. Yeah. Yeah, problem from here. Yeah. But list, we also need to import from, not AWT, from util, java.util, this package. All right. That's all we need for this servlet. Save it. All right. So the last part, list.jsp. Yeah. So we need to add a GUI component in some appropriate place. Yeah. Under this container div, yeah, we want to add one row of element. So that is this element. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's put there. All right. Yeah. Put there. Okay. And we do some simple formatting. Yeah. Format. All right. Save. Yeah. Yeah. So we have everything we need to do in this step, right? Yeah. So let us run it, test it, and see if it works. Run on server. Yeah. Just this project. All right. See here. See. Yeah. So we added this new component. So now we can enter new questions here, right? Yes, we can add new questions. Yeah. Here, let me just type, yeah. But here, when we do testing, yeah, because there is one problem we didn't fix, the order number problem. Order number problem, if we do not fix, that means later, the new question may not be show up on top of the page, right? Yeah, so here you can see, not show up. But we check in this way. Yeah. Look at the total question number, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. After we add a new one, we will see 1, 2, 4. Then we go to the database, we can find a new question. All right, yeah. So here, let me type, yeah. We just add this new question. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Click enter. Yeah. 1, 2, 4. Right. Although we couldn't see it display on top of it. Yeah. But don't worry. First, 1, 2, 4. That number increased by 1. Second, we can go to our database to check for the new question. Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? All right, yeah, here. This, yeah. So let me, right, yeah. Is this, yeah, 1, 2, 4. Look at the one. We just add this new question. That's the new question we added few minutes ago, right? Yeah, so it is successful, but the problem here, because it didn't show up on top, we need to fix the order number later. after we fixed all the number, then we will see the most recent update effect. Yeah. All right, so let us stop this feature right here.